Good morning everyone, it's Danny. It's really morning here and outside it's pretty dark, so I'm in my room now and excuse the light, but I have a very interesting video for you today. So a little background information, it's that time of the year when Phalaenopsis orchids are starting to produce flower spikes, and if you are a long-time subscriber, you know that I like to use some ribbons just to be softer with the spike, which is tender at first. I don't like to put those clips because I can actually snap off the flower spike, so I use this type of things. So yesterday I went on and actually staked all of my Phalaenopsis. I'll give you a small little update on them as well. They are all producing flower spikes. They're really doing great, all of them. I don't have a Phalaenopsis without a flower spike, even though they're sick. I actually moved them inside the house because they really don't like low temperatures when they are in spike. Okay, so at some point I used this particular ribbon that I used last year as well. I saved it, but if you remember, I did that treatment with cinnamon oil for fungus and so on, and if you know my videos, you know that I use cinnamon with all sorts of rots and crown rots especially and so on, because the main reason is because it dries very well. Not so sure about using it as a fungicide or stuff like that, but it certainly does dry. So this little ribbon was soaked in that solution that I made with cinnamon oil or cinnamon extract. And unfortunately I didn't wash it for some reason, and yeah, I just used it because it smelled pretty nice. I now discovered it's horribly fragrant, so I cannot really keep it in this room. But what happened is that because of the content of cinnamon in this particular ribbon, I made a boo-boo. And as you can see, this flower spike got so dried exactly where the ribbon was. There is no snap, nothing of the sorts, it's just dry. So the ribbon actually desiccated of moisture this flower spike. And it is a pretty sad event, but I'm kind of glad it happened, because now I have solid proof that cinnamon does dry off. So it dehydrates. So the use of cinnamon, whether it's the powder form or it's the liquid form, is actually beneficial on things that you need to keep very dry. If you ever needed proof, here is your proof, and I was amazed to see this. So do not ever use cinnamon on flower spikes, on good tissue, on roots, because it can desiccate the roots as well. Only use cinnamon on rotting portions of the orchid. If you have a rotten crown, you can add cinnamon to keep it dry, to dry it off, and not let that rot continue its development. I did have some good results with crown rot by using cinnamon. I do have a video on it. It was just an attempt, but it worked. So if you are interested to see that video and how I used cinnamon powder, you have the video in the description. So anyway, this is what I wanted to show you today. Cinnamon dries. Be very careful where you use it. If you think, a year has passed, it's not active anymore. It is. If you have something soaked in cinnamon, like a ribbon, wash it very well before using it. Never use cinnamon of any sorts on flower spikes. I would go as far as to say never spray flower spikes with cinnamon, even if you have an infestation of something. So yeah, just be careful how you use cinnamon. Use it correctly and it will give you great results. Use it incorrectly and it's a disaster. Alrighty, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos, you can subscribe to my channel. Leave me your questions and suggestions for videos in a comment below. And yeah, thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!